This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 955. I am Brian Kilby. Radio Free Cybertron is the world's first and oldest toy and action figure podcast since 1999.
So, Brian, it's October now. Doesn't that mean that we're dangerously close to our 26th anniversary?
That's like two weeks.
Crikey.
It's, what was it? It was 9 minutes of my life that I'll never get back, I think is how that first episode was described.
Infamously, yeah.
Yeah, by my friend Jason. So, yeah.
I'm not Jason, I'm Exvee.
You're Exvee. We have Don here.
Hello.
Matt.
Nice to be back.
Back from his cruise.
Back from the cruise. Welcome back, Don. Matt, welcome back from last week.
I was here last week.
Yeah. I said you were welcome back from last week.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Diecast, you're also welcome back from last week.
Imagine the people that listen to that 9-minute episode, how they feel.
Yeah. It's
Are
rough.
any of them still here?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. John, I'm sure John listened to it. He was like, man, I got to be on that.
Make it better.
I got to be a part of this movement. Coming to you live from a Chicago hotel room.
Yeah.
Are you getting some Portillos while you're there?
So we have like 10 Portillos around the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex at this point. And if you look up stories about Portillos, it's pretty grim, guys.
Oh?
Yep. They're going the way of Toys R Us. They got,
What?
Oh, no.
They got private equity'd.
Oh,
too
there
fast.
you go.
But it's
Buy the pies and freeze them.
Yep.
Chocolate
They've
cake.
grown into
Chocolate
markets
cake.
that don't like Portillos. And I can tell you Dallas is one of them, sadly.
I would love to have
They're
some
all
Portillos
failing.
right now.
See, you should have waited 3 weeks for this trip, John, and then you could have joined us at TFCon.
Yeah, right?
Oh, man. When was the last time you did TFCon?
Like Washington, D.C., like when it was in the burbs,
Reston?
Washington, D.C.
Reston. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Reston, where y'all met Christy at for the first time.
Yeah. Okay. I had that really awesome shirt that was what's his face from the match game. I can't think of his name right now because
Gene.
not
Gene.
no, not Gene.
Charles Nelson Riley?
Charles Nelson Riley.
No,
I had
Riley.
that awesome Charles Nelson Riley shirt. I wish I still had that. Okay. Hey, let's see here. Oh, just life update. My kid's out of the hospital. So
Awesome.
good.
Hooray!
Good.
so
Yay.
in
That was a lot
2020,
faster than the last time.
2 weeks. I think she was worried Diecast was going to come visit like the time before. But all kidding aside, in 2025, she's been in the hospital now for 5 weeks and it sucks. So let's hope it's the last time.
Yeah. Well, Brian, I was telling Christy about that. Does she have like a gluten allergy, or have they tested for that yet?
I don't know, but let's talk about that after the show.
Okay. Sorry.
So
That
okay.
will not be patron content either. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. I just was worried.
Thank you, Don, for your concern. I sincerely appreciate it.
Yeah, we're all concerned.
Edit 0.4 minutes. Okay.
You might want to move that down to the next line so you don't title the show Edit 0.4 minutes.
I should. Okay. Okay. So, oh yeah, the 2025 Transformers Hall of Fame voting opens. I got a press release on that. I hate to say it, I don't care so much because this is one of the annual things that happens that since BotCon's over, I just don't care about at all.
Right.
We're also down to just voting for 3 toys now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I like
not
our
very exciting.
RSC voting a lot better than this.
It's more fun.
This
Oh,
is
thank
like,
you.
yeah.
I mean, it's some of the stuff isn't even out yet, so it's like
Most everything that's on the list actually has at least been available online by this point. It's kind of the advantage of dropping to 3 waves per year instead of 4. Like by now, everything is technically out.
yeah.
So I voted for Skybite, 86 Megatron, and Retro Gears because oddly the exclusives thing was a little bit hard to pick for because like of the stuff I actually got, I kind of liked all of it a lot.
I voted for Star Convoy. I don't remember, and I don't remember.
Chris,
So-
you weren't even going to get Studio Series 86 Megatron.
No, but this was more of a process of elimination thing because of the Studio Series 86 things. Like Studio Series 86 is all the Studio Series I've gotten this year. most of that has been the Constructicons, and I sure wasn't voting any of the Constructicons for best Studio Series
That's
toy.
because you are wrong.
Well, fair enough, but like, of the ones that I bought, like Megatron's the one that turned out the best.
He is really good.
Well, for the exclusives, I voted for, of all things, the Mandalorian's crossover Starfighter, because it actually.
Because Don doesn't care about Star Wars.
I don't. I mean, I don't really care about Star Wars, other than a couple of very specific characters like Scout Troopers. But the Mandalorian figure actually made me like it. I thought it pulled it off incredibly well. Interesting transformation, great look in both modes. It actually made me care, like, hey, I have a Star Wars figure that I don't hate myself for buying. And that kind of means a lot to me. If you can buy a figure that you're getting just to sort of have it, and then you wind up being more impressed than you ever thought you would be.
The Mandalorian Transformer should have been the Razor Crest, because that's the Mandalorian's iconic spaceship, not his Naboo Starfighter hot rod that he got in season 4, which nobody liked anyway.
Right. I did vote for 86 Megatron. I think it's just the most impressive of everything in that wave. And
you don't remember what you voted for Legacy?
Legacy.
Or Age of the Primes, whatever.
Yeah, Age of the Primes. Yeah, probably I did.
Throwing podcasting.
I'm sorry. It was probably Star Optimus, just because everything else is just like, it was okay, it was okay, it was okay, it was okay. Nothing really jumped out and slapped me across the face and said, vote for me. So I went ahead and just went with Star Optimus, because we actually got a Star Convoy, so that was kind of impressive.
I wouldn't say anything like jumped out and punched me in the face to demand my vote, but like Skybite was an easy pick because it's like the one toy I've bought this year, new mold especially, where I opened it and handled it and just thought about it, and like there is nothing about this that I would actually change. And I could not remember the last time that happened before that. Like, it has been years at least since I've gotten the toy and just opened it and liked it and been happy with it as it is, and not thinking like, wow, Nanef is gonna like really class this thing up eventually. Or like, oh, I need to get Hey Mickey to paint this. Like, along that line. Like, Skybite is just good out of the box, and like I don't want to do anything more to it. Although Nanef does have a Spark Crystal replacement kit for it now.
Well, that's cool.
Well.
So, okay. So, I don't care. I'm moving on. I'm not voting for any of it. So, Cartomi, T-Spark, live screen, screen caps. Live stream. I said live screen. Live stream, screen caps.
Unintentional tongue twister.
Wow.
Unintentional. Yeah. Boy,
yes, that.
Yeah.
That. Okay. So, the thing it got... So, Blaster is teased. It's a tease. But the thing that got me was MPG Soundwave, which is it's a repaint of...
It's a cartoon-influenced redeco of the existing Masterpiece Soundwave.
From like 10 years ago.
Blaster wasn't the only tease either. There were two outlines. Blaster and Twincast, both their box arts.
Oh, okay.
Are in there.
Yeah.
And outlines of Eject and Ramhorn. Or Rewind and Ramhorn, or technically both.
They already have a steel jaw mold from 10, 11 years ago.
I think 15 now, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, that Soundwave mold is good.
It's good.
But I feel like I agree with you. It's so old, it could have used a redo.
But it's Soundwave. It'll probably still sell quite well, and they have nothing really involved other than new paint decos and the cost of rerunning it.
That Soundwave is from like 2012. I bought mine in 2013 on the way back from Shardicon, actually. But like that's not been widely available for a while, so I imagine being Soundwave, it'll probably sell pretty well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, especially with the cartoon deco on it. Like, it looks really nice. But like, seeing what they did with the Style Gen Optimus, I kind of wish it was a new thing in that vein just to see what they would do with it, not being beholden to the previous mold or specifically cartoon accuracy or whatever. Just, let them have fun and explore, how they can iterate a Soundwave and then charge $200 for it.
Well, they can do that after they sell this one to people again.
Yeah. So like MPG 23 or something.
Yeah.
They could have made him a sound whale to go with
a
the
sound
other guy we're
whale,
gonna
like
get
a
him.
shock whale.
Yeah.
So I'm mixed here. I'm not buying Masterpiece anymore for the most part. Like I don't think there's anything that can make me want a Soundwave other than the one that Don so generously picked up for me when it was new. But also I don't want another one of this. I have it and Sound Blaster. I don't need it.
I said I was done with Masterpiece, but Blaster and Twincast might tempt me back.
Yeah. I've got the KFC Blaster. So, I'm sorry, I've got the Twincast from KFC. I may get the Blaster depending on the cost, but I don't know. I want you to wait and see how much and what it looks like.
Yeah, so there's also the Evangelion Optimus Prime. People online were saying they liked.
Is that the Evasion Mode Optimus?
Well, it's probably not literally an Evasion Mode Optimus toy, but it is definitely using that styling and probably some of the engineering ideas. It'll probably look pretty nice when it's in color. We've just got the gray prototype right now.
Yeah, I just thought from the gray prototype, looking at the photos, I was like, oh, it's a regular Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I don't need it. But I saw people online on Blue Sky saying that they thought it was pretty cool. Doesn't do anything for me. So there's the we have a promo image of Soundwave beyond just what was on the stream.
You skipped over. We have an announcement for MPM-01 movie Sideswipe.
No, I didn't. So
now I'm kind of excited about that because Sideswipe is one of my favorite figures from most of the movie lines, except for Dark of the Moon, where he's that crappy colored convertible.
It's from Diecast's favorite movie.
So that's like my favorite version of Sideswipe.
I'm kind of sad it's not sidearm Sideswipe because that does have some definite improvements over the regular one. But I do like the way it looks. But again, it'll probably be $200 for a.
I mean, the movie masterpieces up till now had been priced kind of lower than their mainstream counterparts.
Yeah.
Obviously we got some of the last ones we got were like Brawl, which was a great, huge thing. So obviously that was more expensive, but just for an Autobot car like this, it may be back down in like the lower price bracket again.
Yeah. I'm hoping maybe they include, I know the body style wouldn't be sidearm Sideswipe, but maybe they'll include the bits and pieces so you could squint and nudge.
Well,
wink,
no,
wink.
they will do that for MPN-01S, let's say. So that you'll buy a whole extra toy. It's the same way they do the figure arts of the Dragon Ball characters. Like they don't, since like the first couple of them include the parts to have both regular and Super Saiyan versions of characters. No, you buy the Super Saiyan one, and later they'll sell you the regular one separately.
Of course, they could use this new rebranding as a chance to make the pricing more in line with every other masterpiece.
It's very possible, yes.
So this is just making me want a Vegeta Badman figure arts. That's pretty much where I'm at right now. So Soundwave. So are they doing this for cost saving purposes? Like masterpieces, they're pretty complex anyway. I don't know that. Unlike a basic like a Generations figure, I don't know that it's necessarily going to be cheaper to make a new masterpiece unless it's smaller. It feels to me
Soundwave was pretty spot on all along. I mean, what more can you really do with that?
Make it smaller and cheaper is the only thing that I could think of, and like they want to keep it generally in the same scale. So, is there anything else that we could see them repurposing? Grimlock.
I mean, all his cassettes.
Well, I'm saying like other like Grimlock. Like so,
and even if you did make Soundwave smaller and cheaper, you would still have to pump money into new mold elements.
Exactly.
When you can just reuse these.
Exactly.
And Soundwave is always going to sell.
Yeah. Like I guess they want to do a new Optimus Prime because they feel that is something that they can get money out of. But it's been so long since they released that Soundwave. I see why they're doing it. It's been a while since they've released an MP36 Megatron. Like they might do that instead of a new mold. But like with the other figures, like the Autobot cars changing more into like an anime look as opposed to a toy representation, I don't know that they are going to go in and repurpose like a Prowl or...
No, I don't think they would repurpose the Autobot cars because then you're probably hitting the point where it's like there is some economy in making something newer, simpler, smaller in style gen, where they can also like bring something new back into it. Yeah.
Like again, not a huge fan of Masterpiece. It doesn't hurt my feelings when there aren't any figures coming out in that line. So, but I do find this interesting that they're, repurposing that mold. Again, I see why, but I don't know what that means, if anything, for the future of Masterpiece. Okay. Masters of the Universe, cross Transformers, Starscream, Armor, Scareglow. Wait, is that one? Is it Starscream, Armor, Scareglow? That's one thing. And Optimus Prime, Armor, He-Man. So I didn't see Starscream. Is Starscream supposed to be Scareglow?
Yeah.
Scareglow wearing Starscream parts.
Oh my gosh, it is.
It is. And I had to pre-order it because it's a Blaster Mattel Creations exclusive, but it works so well.
It is.
And he can wield Starscream's null rays and the wings as axes. He wants to ask He-Man a question. I love it. I love the it makes sense. Unlike Bumblebee Man-at-Arms, that makes sense to put those two characters together. And the He-Man doesn't look bad either. It is kind of weird.
It looks kind of bad. He-Man looks kind of bad.
But I think the awesomeness of Scareglow and Starscream really just
does Scareglow have a history of trying to usurp Skeletor? I'm not really seeing the link here.
I don't know a thing about Scareglow other than he glows in the dark and he looks awesome.
Yeah,
because this is also supposed to glow in the dark.
Well, he is a skeleton, and Starscream was dead.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
$3 though, like.
Well, this is akin to like the deluxe He-Man figures that have the armor and the cape and also price increases just in general. So that would be equivalent to like the Masterverse figures, Hordak, She-Ra, not the Grizzlor, Beastman, when they were doing the larger sets.
All right, I'm waiting till this shows up at Ollie's.
Yeah, that's probably smart because it will, almost certainly. Let's see here. Hasbro applied for trademark on the transformation sound, like with the actual way that they synthesize it.
Yeah.
I don't know how useful that is because it's not purely mathematical. It's not like it's more like a recipe, less a formula. But
did they file a trademark for both ways because it reverses whenever you transform from robot to vehicle?
I'm kind of surprised they haven't done this before, so I'm wondering if there's been some change in the law that lets them do that now. Because you would think if they do rub signs to make theirs the official Transformers, you think they would have copyrighted the sound effect by now if they could have.
Well, the toys didn't make the sound effect.
Well, not till later.
And yeah, so like that would be like the rub sign, I guess, like the art on the rub sign would be copyrighted. Like you might try to patent or trademark. I don't know. I don't want to speak to this, but it's interesting. And Matt, I would think that if it's just the same sound backwards, the same copyright would apply. You got to imagine if you have a book and then you just print the book backwards, like
I don't know how any of that works.
Yeah, I'm assuming. I have no idea.
That would be an interesting court case at the very least.
Yeah. I was thinking if you had a piece of art and you just flipped it, that's probably not like public.
Because they're not filing a trademark for a specific sound. They're filing a trademark for a series of sounds in a specific order.
That's like a song. That's like music. I don't know. Hasbro will be at MCM London Comic Con on October 25.
Okay, I'll go.
Yeah, with a brands panel including Transformers.
Which, is going to be not too long after New York Comic Con. So I'm not sure if they're going to hold stuff back from that so that London gets some exclusive reveals, or
I'm sure they'll hold one or two things back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or they'll have a guy standing in front of something.
That was
Germany.
Yeah. Oh. That was the Nuremberg Toy Fair.
Sorry.
That was that also was actually 10 years ago. Shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was just gonna make fun of, like, they'll have some exclusive reveals for MCM, and we'll have the online community getting angry that it wasn't revealed at New York Comic Con for everybody instead. Because, far be it from anyone else in the world getting a first look reveal at something.
Yeah.
At the very least, I'm sure like pre-orders will be held up for MCM.
Yeah. Blokees is showing off some new products at Wonderfest Shanghai.
Ooh, that Tarn looks nasty.
So
Like-
is he supposed to be what? Go ahead.
It's the this is the large one. The I think what they used to call the classic class, which is now Action Edition. No, they still have classic class. What was Action Edition something else before? This is the tallest Blokees, the ones that are like 6 inches tall.
Yeah, the $50 price point.
I mean, this has the bulk a little bit more than the Generations toy did. And I mean, like, 6 inches is a little bit small to fit into like a Lost Light collection of, the standard toys, but like it's a step in the right direction at least. Like it's got the proportions down a lot better than some of the other representations we've had.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've never really liked the character, but I like the way it looks. He definitely doesn't look Tarnless. So, there's that.
I think that's an edit point.
Sorry, I tried.
Yeah.
But it does look good. It does look good.
And it's nice to see that Transformers Prime is getting some love too with this Optimus Prime.
Yeah, if there's one thing you can say about the Transformers Prime designs, they lend themselves really well to non-transforming toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what is it? What's the, not Galaxy class, the ones that are the vehicle modes, what are they called?
Those usually come in the Defender series.
So there's G1 Hound.
Well, this is different though. This is Blokees Wheels, which seems to be a separate, specifically vehicle mode series for Transformers characters.
Yeah, and they're a bigger scale. They're
okay.
What did they say? I thought I read somewhere they're 1/64th or so. They're a bigger scale than what you
Well,
get in, like
1/64th is Hot Wheels scale.
Maybe 1/24th I saw or something
probably
like that. Yeah. But they are much larger than the Defender series. So I'm not sure how I'm feeling about these, because it looks like they took some liberties in the designs on these. I don't even know what that obviously the one is Mirage.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a F1 car, so
I mean, it doesn't mean it has to be Mirage.
And they got Hound, and the other two are kind of unrecognizable to me.
It's not Scamper. I don't know what that one is.
It could be Scamper.
Not exactly certain.
Sort of hints of upcoming Metroplex in one of the other lines.
I don't think they would hint that in Blokees, Don.
I want a Unicron body for my Blokees head that I just got, because I really like the head.
All Unicron wants is a set of eyes, so that's, yeah.
He doesn't have damaged eyes, so he just needs a proper body, and he would be.
If you just staple him to
amazing.
Cybertron, apparently that'll do the job all by itself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah. New all-day action elite prototypes also at Wonderfest.
Yeah, there's some neat stuff in here. 2 flavors of Grimlock, Power
I like
Master
the
Optimus.
Grimlock. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like that Grimlock in dinosaur mode is actually fairly more significant in size than robot mode. I kind of like that visual look that it sort of gives.
There's also Ultra Magnus, Shattered Glass Ultra Magnus, which probably means we're not getting, well, I guess we could get it to chase in a later wave, but probably no Delta Magnus anytime immediately because, yeah, Shattered Glass is going to take the place of that. We've also got the like what's going to be small, like the 2-pack blind box ones. Outback and Beachcomber down there. Also a Shockwave that's looking really nice.
Oh yeah, Shockwave. In the photo, Shockwave is to me is blending in with Starscream, who's behind it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Also IDW Cyclonus they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. This is awesome. Why are these? These are what, Chinese? I think I asked that last week. These yeah, like these are not as easy to get as Blokees. I need to pick up some of these.
They're kind of hard to get.
I like that Power Master Optimus, except
I do too.
It's just something looks off, and I can't put my finger.
It's not Jeff Senior enough for you.
That might be
No, not that. I don't know. Just something is off, but I can't just say, "Oh, that it's that." It's. I love it, but something's off.
I think the truck front looks a little bit too small on his chest. That should have probably been a little bit bigger.
I'm wondering if they referenced Super Jinrai a little bit more than Power Master Optimus with this.
Yeah, well, that would make sense for that market.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do like the Grimlocks. I do like those.
Yeah, no, especially the dinosaur mode Grimlock looks really good. At least right now, like you can, if you look close at the picture, you can tell that most of these are like 3D print and kind of static prototype models. Obviously they will go through some more stages of refinement and have articulation added and everything, but like the base work that they've got going on here is looking pretty good already.
Yeah, I may have to seek some of these out.
Yeah, I wish these had like the easy, the easier routes of access that Blokees enjoy, where you can go to comic book stores and if you're lucky enough to have something like Hobby Town near you, they usually carry some of these. Not to mention Walmart getting the odd case in for either 2 weeks and then gone forever, or months at a time because nobody wants them anymore. That seems to be the two speeds of Walmart carrying Blokees. But yeah, I would really like to see these things get some kind of distribution beyond just like go on AliExpress and cross your fingers.
Okay, so moving on, in hand photos, missing Link RC, which I have to say I do not have this week, and I have no idea when it's going to ship. If ever. It's supposed to have it tomorrow, but since it hasn't shipped, that's not happening. I need these in my life so badly.
They look amazing.
Yes.
They look terrible, but that's what they're supposed to look like. Like this is if it was actually made in G1.
Except the posability on these things is outstanding.
Yeah, the posability is better than what we would have got, but it still looks like a G1 toy.
That's the point.
Yeah, it has that. Like I said, it doesn't look good, but there's also one photo in here where like it looks like half of the back of her head is missing. Is that the way this is made?
I think that's just the way it's shaped to fit in the car mode.
Wow.
I mean, the front of her head does have depth and definition. It's just it stops so you can have room for clearance, but it's not like that poor BotCon Tigatron.
I was gonna say this is not BotCon Ravage / Tigatron from 2016.
Yeah,
which was just a travesty and crime against good taste.
Yeah. I think and I'm putting my bias aside, of course. I think they both look. If they both come out as good as this prototype version is. Although I still get more of an Elita 1 vibe.
This is in hand. This is a retail release, Dawn.
Yeah, this came out in Japan
This is
this
out
past
right now.
weekend.
Well, but I must have them. I must have them.
I need my Paradron Medic colors.
Yes.
I'm sure you'll
Needs to
get it.
happen.
I'm sure you'll get it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, can't wait. Please, Amazon Japan, ship mine now. Also, MPG 15 Rat Trap also in hand. I don't want to say I regret not picking it up, but it looks pretty good. I hate that my complete Beast Wars crew, or minus whatever Rhinox or whatever came out last.
Rhinox.
Yeah, is going to be missing their Rat Trap, but it looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I can't remember if I ordered this or not, but it does look good.
Yeah, like they nailed the look of the faces in both modes. I'm really happy with how those came out. Some of the
mouse mode fantastic.
Some of the earlier pictures had it looking a little bit iffier, but like in practice here, in hand pictures, like it's really looking like this turned out really solidly. I love how much, like, there's panel lines all over the rat mode, obviously, because it's got to actually, work in some respect. But like, I love that 90% of the thing is closed up and there is no robot sticking out of it. There's just unfortunately, you do get the robot's knees sticking out the back end, which I would have loved to see that get hidden a little bit better. But for the most part, like, this does seem like it's turned out really, really well. I do have this on pre-order, and I'm just, at this point, I'm waiting to hear reports of people getting these in hand and tell me that it's got like horrible fatal breakage issues where I will never actually be able to enjoy it.
Well, Brian, if it helps, both BBTS and other popular places where you source your toys from are still showing it in stock for pre-order.
For pre-order.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to.
Okay.
Famous last words.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of, let's jump to what we got this week. Dawn, you were out last week. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I don't have that much on topic. Everything arrived, and I haven't had a chance to really open up anything because it all arrived. First I want to say is I got Sea Spray.
Me too.
Love Sea Spray, his robot mode. I like his hovercraft mode. Transformation is not what I wanted it to be because the front half of the hovercraft reminds me a lot of that wheelie that when you try to squeeze everything together, it kind of eggshells apart. There's tabs for his floaty feet, but they don't hold really well. So he's real likely, once you get everything clipped together, he's a lot more stable. But as you're trying to get from A to B, this front half of the hovercraft will kind of buckle and pull apart. Love the colors. Kind of wish he had like the animation head versus the toy head, but I'm sure we'll get another version of this with no problem. I will still buy every version of this they do. A G2, whatever the case may be, I will definitely. They'll probably do the shattered glass. They'll probably do it as what was
Octopunch?
that? Octopunch, probably. So I will still buy it.
So
I love
silly.
it. I was hoping he would replace Gears and Brawn in my upscaled mini bot hierarchy because I love Sea Spray. I love Sea Spray. His one spotlight episode, not regarding that, because he's always one of my favorite characters. But I love it. I'm glad I've got it. He's just not going to dethrone Gears and Brawn just because of that collapsing problem. But I love it. I love the figure. So I'm glad I got him. I got two of those. That's the one to open. I got one Brawn because I already have the other Brawn. This was more like, oh, this is wonderful, pretty card art. It's going on the wall. So there's that. My Walmart, speaking of Blokees, put on clearance. I don't think I mentioned this when I was on the show last, but I got the classic Optimus for $5. So if I mentioned it previously, I apologize, but I got this was on clearance for $5. It was the last one they had left. Well, they had this in the Bumblebee, and I didn't want another Bumblebee. So I thought I'll try that for $5. Yesterday I got Venom, or Venom, as he should be called. Love the colors. Just really really nail the colors of the original Deluxe Insecticon. Even in the box, I can see what Matt was talking about with the wings just kind of being there. I would have loved a
In the
hinge,
way
maybe.
of everything.
Yeah, I would have loved maybe if you could pull them out like on a geared pulley, like you pull them out and then you could click them back like out of the way, something along those lines. But love the colors, love the robot mode look. Really glad I got him, and I didn't have to wait for Pulse to get him in. Probably going to take back my red alert now that I've got Flatline. I know nothing about this character other than he's a Decepticon medic, but I think this mold in these colors makes him unique enough that I don't feel like I got a downgraded figure with the original red alert, because it just doesn't do anything the other one did. And it's just shades of, it's like Armada Megatron. The points of reference are there, but they don't do anything. So it's just kind of like, oh, look, we can sculpt detail that does nothing. But I think visually he's a lot more striking in these colors on that mold than Red Alert is. Woo, woo, woo. And the last thing I got on topic from Pulse was the 4-pack of Ultra Magnus, Bumper, Horrible, and Nemesis Prime. I'm debating on even keeping Nemesis Prime. I don't know. Evil Animated Optimus, that wasn't in my wheelhouse, so I don't know. But getting that last Headmaster Junior for Horrible really is what I got the set for, which is probably a lot of people, just to get that last Headmaster Junior. But that's all that I have on topic this week.
Chris, let's go to you since you also got Sea Spray. I want to hear your thoughts.
Well, I seem to like the vehicle mode better than Don does. I don't have the collapsing problem like he was describing. No, the biggest flaw I see with the vehicle mode is just like the back end where Sea Spray's head is just sticking off the back of it on a shelf. I pulled down the Titan's Return one, the Legends class, the Scout class, whatever that was, and like that had its own problem of like the head was sticking up on the back of the back end of the hovercraft where you'd have to turn it around and it's just facing out the back. But like it's kind of weird on a toy this size and complexity they couldn't just like flip the head in somewhere. Otherwise it's pretty good, pretty solid. I do think this is one of the simplified toolings because it does seem like it only has 3 plastic colors. The head is cast in white plastic and is completely painted over. And to me, the propellers look like they are paint dipped to be black rather than cast in black, but I can't determine that absolutely for sure because they're riveted on. I can't see what the inside surface looks like. The transformation is way more involved than I expected it to be. I was able to do the whole thing without referencing the instructions. The only thing I had to reference the instructions for was to find where the tiny little peg was to put the gun on in the vehicle mode because look all over it as I might, I couldn't notice it's hanging out there on the upright for the propellers. But yeah, the vehicle mode comes together for me really sturdy. Like it all locks together and it just holds its shape really well. I think Don was comparing to Titan's Return wheelie, and I don't have that feeling with it at all. Robot mode's good. The articulation is solid. The ankle tilt is very, very shallow, which I don't think it needed to be made as shallow as it is. It might be something that they worked on in the testing phases with designing the toy to keep the legs sturdier. I don't know if making that deeper would have had some negative impact on that, but like it kind of stands out compared to some of the other toys where you can get like a really deep ankle pivot and a wide stance if you really want to. Sea Spray is basically just gonna like go into a basic A stance, and that's about as far as the ankles go. It's I don't want to call it disappointing. I just expected a little bit more out of that since that's like one of our really basic points of articulation now in Transformers. Colors are good. I like this version of the head sculpt. Um, it's good that they painted the yellow for the head over white plastic. It makes the yellow stay a lot cleaner looking. I think they probably needed to notch down a shade in the yellow to match the plastic a little bit better, but like it doesn't look bad the way it is in any sense. Um, like as far as paint versus plastic matches go, it's very good for being two different yellows put together. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't have like any like super in-depth thoughts about this. Everything it's doing is pretty good. I agree with Don. It's probably not ever gonna like displace Gears for like sitting at the peak of the remade Minibot pyramid, but like I'm happy with it. And if this is one of those like three mold element toys like this, between this and Sideways, which I still think is done that same way, like they have really dialed in and nailed the science or art, take your pick, of making these deluxes on fewer steel tooling elements and making them feel like normal, fully featured toys. Like I'm really here for what they're doing with these. It's going to be interesting, I guess, early next year when we see Retro Card Wheelie, which apparently still exists, and I assume will be another new mold like this done on the simplified style. It's gonna be really funny when we see Wheelie and somehow it's a retool of Sea Spray. I don't know how they would accomplish that, but like, especially with Don's comparison, that's gonna be really funny to me if that ends up being the case. Um, then I also got Venom last week, and I have not even bothered opening it because, like, I look at it and it looks nice. It looks like a very faithful updating of a G1 Deluxe Insecticon, and I have a whole set of updated G1 Deluxe Insecticons now, and all I can really think at this point is, do I even care anymore? And mostly I'm feeling a no on that. It seems like we've been amassing these.
Mirage is really nice.
What has it been now? Like 3 years we've been amassing these? Four, maybe?
Maybe 4.
Yeah. Like I think.
Yeah, Ransack came out first, and then it was a while before we got
Yeah.
any more.
Yeah. We might be looking at more like 4 years. I just. I don't know. Maybe too much time has passed on this whole idea, but like. I don't. I don't think I care anymore.
But you
And
have them all. So
yeah, we'll see if I keep them all. I might be able to, make a lucrative thing out of rehoming a whole complete set of four. We'll see if I ever have the motivation to actually try to do that.
it'll probably be easier to sell all 4 of them as a set.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, yeah. Especially since I do have Ransack.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't even keep the name straight anymore. Anyway, on that down note, it's that's all for me.
John, did you get anything?
Nothing that everybody else has talked about. I will say Venom stinks. And that's my review. Back to you, Brian.
Okay. Matt.
I got the Target 4-pack, just like Dawn did, except I opened mine. Ultra Magnus, absolutely glorious. We all love this little Optimus Prime figure, and it's just as good in all his colorless glory. I do like the little hit of blue on his face, though. As a child, I had Ultra Magnus, and I got the later release where they skipped all the paint, so the blue highlights are new for me. Animated Nemesis Prime is absolutely gorgeous. Love him. The teal, to me, it looks like they dialed up the green in it a bit too high, but it still looks really, really good. And I mean, this is just a good figure altogether. Mine does not seem to want to hold the axe in the right hand. The handle just will not fit through, so I have him kind of holding it by one of the side 5 mil pegs. But I mean, he's gorgeous. Horrible is built off of Skullcruncher, but not nearly as much as you would think. Like there's just a few pieces in here, like his back, like the chest is redone. The legs, I assumed would just be straight reused, but they're redone. He is definitely the best of the Headmaster Juniors that they've done. Like it's not even close. And I'm glad to have those 3 complete. Now it'd be nice to get the Autobot Headmaster Juniors some way. I don't know what they would retool for that, but. And Bumper, the star of the show, off the Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. It's just nice to have Bumper. The head mold is spot on. It looks really, really good. All his joints are super, super stiff, so he's kind of a pain in the butt to transform, but I mean, he looks great. Glad to finally have an official Bumper after 41 years. And that's it for me this week.
Diecast?
Yeah, Brian, close your ears because I got some theft. I got the Shattered Glass Optimus Prime off the 86 mold. I also got Nemesis Prime off the 86 mold. So they are theft. They do have some odd mold flashings in places, but they feel super solid. There was some weird mold flashing on Shattered Glass Optimus Prime's face or helmet, which is a little odd and kind of draws your eye to it, but not bad. The other thing I got, like everyone else, I got Sea Spray and Brawn.
Well, not everyone else, because I don't have those yet.
And I didn't get Brawn.
Well, here's the thing. Walmarted me again because this is all been up. But the box was pristine, like the shipping box was pristine.
What has all been up, Diecast?
The Brawn card. I apologize for the audio listeners.
Oh yeah,
I can see the crease.
Yeah, it's got like an S curve going to it.
It's pretty beat up, and the box that it came in was flawless. So it was beat up before it got put in the shipping box.
Yeah, that's a shame. Like my Sea Spray got shipped to me in a cardboard box on an envelope. It even had brown paper in it to stop it from moving around, and like it is the nicest. Like for not getting it in a store where I could inspect and pick out the nicest one, like I got a great specimen of the packaging for that. It was almost a shame to open it. I will probably never get another one that nice again.
Yeah, and like the Brawn, I'm kind of with Don on the Brawn. Like I just want it for the wall. I don't even want to open it. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. The Sea Spray also came in damaged from Walmart, but that
bent
was
on the other axis. Interesting.
Yeah, that was in a box that was crushed when I got it. So I don't know that it actually went into the box like this. But that's okay because I ordered 2 Sea Sprays because I want one to open. So whatever one has the best box is going to go on the wall, and the other one's going to get open. So the other one's coming from Hasbro Pulse.
If it's anything like Gears, it won't be hard to find in store. You can probably have your pick of packaging eventually.
Yeah, I hope so. But the Bumblebee I never saw in stores.
Really?
I saw it once, and then everything else was Gears. Bumblebee sold out right away.
Yeah, Gears was the only one I could find in my area. So, I'm assuming Sea Spray is going to be the one that's going to be hard out of these two. But you never know.
Yeah, because he's the unique one. Brawn's been out for a couple of years. I still think that Brawn with that toy head sculpt would make an excellent troop builder because it looks kind of drone-ish.
Yeah, if you pick one of the Antex or Estrella alternate colors for the G1 toy mold and just slap that on there and call it whatever, it would make a solid little army builder Jeep thing. It would be great.
I got to thinking about that as well. What if he was in Auto Trooper colors with like an Auto Trooper head, like a G1 style? Would that work too?
That'd work for me.
I mean, you could do something with
that.
If
we're doing Antex and Estrella colors, I need me Constructicon colored gears.
Well, yeah, I mean, what did Brawn come in? Like purple and yellow, I think was one of the alternates for that.
It's hard to tell. They all came in several different colors.
But yeah, I mean, that's one of the last frontiers of mold reuse that we have yet to really visit upon is getting some of that South American stuff represented with the molds that already exist.
Because Hasbro's afraid. They're cowards.
Yeah. Well. Diecast, where did you steal those 86 Optimus recolors from?
AliExpress.
Any import fees assessed to you on those?
No, surprisingly no. And they were cheap. They were like $25 shipped.
I'm still waiting on the like big complete set that's got the trailer and the Starscream parts and everything
yes.
to come in, and I'm like, I don't want to cancel out of that at this point. But I've been kind of low-key worried about that. But like, yeah, hopefully it's gonna be the same thing when that does come in. It'll just be what I already paid, and I'm not gonna get any surprises, but knowing my luck, who knows how that's gonna go.
Yeah, you should be okay, but you never know.
Yeah, hopefully so.
And finally, the last thing I got is the thing I bought on eBay at the show last week, and it is one of the McDonald's 1985 Happy Meal toys, and it's black and purple, which I love.
That's the color scheme I would get.
Yeah, and it's like I said, I just wanted one. It's not a very fun McDonald's toy because
it's pretty much a statue.
Take that back.
It's a statue. It does nothing. But just of the rarity of it, I thought it would be cool to have one, and I got a little tiny case coming for it too.
How rare could it be? I have like 40 of them.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you probably do have the biggest collection.
I do not.
But he's definitely not perfect. Like, I'm looking at him now, and I noticed part of the black roof is missing. That goes down like one of the windshield pillars.
Oh, some paint rub on it.
No, like it's completely missing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's not the best representation.
Wait,
but
what's missing?
Like one of the windshield posts is broken off.
Oh yeah, that can happen.
So it's okay. But I just wanted one to have in my collection, probably only because Brian went crazy buying these. And I was
that was a fun year.
Yeah, I was like, I have to have one. I mean, Brian has like the whole collection, and I'm sitting here with 1985 McDonald's toys from St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah,
most people don't have those.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it is kind of weird. Like, for those things that only have existed for like one summer in one city in the United States, like those are just out there, and you can get them. It might take you a little bit of work to do it, but you can.
And a lot of money.
Well, depending on your aims there, Brian. Off the top of your head, do any of those things come in an orange variant?
No.
Damn. Well. Damn, but also not, because like if there was an orange one, that'd be what I'd have to.
So realistically, if I was a little more skilled or took some time, I could scan them and 3D print them and have them in whatever color I want.
Yeah.
Someone's going to start doing that now.
I might start doing that. So is that what you got?
That is all that I got on topic this week.
Most of the stuff I got that I haven't opened it yet, so I'll go into it. I also got Brawn, and mine is damaged in the exact same spot that Diecast is. The box was pristine. It happened probably in the packing process. My hunch is because it all happened the same way. Walmart probably has some sort of robotic packing system.
Yeah. That's weird because mine had no packing material. It was just in a box loose with nothing.
Yeah, was it damaged?
Actually, no. I just picked the sea spray that had like a crease on the corner, one of the corners. But
did
my
you,
car,
but did you get Brawn?
Yeah. My Brawn looks fine. It doesn't have an S curve, but it was just in a box with no packing material.
Well, mine is exactly the same way. But I got that. So one thing I'm pretty pissed off about, I have a box on my porch. My porch is not covered. which sucks. But I have a box on my porch that is for packages. And Saturday it wasn't raining when I was gone. But by the time I got home, it was pouring the rain. And my mail carrier just put everything on the porch. Not even, and the boxes were soaked. There was like vintage stuff in the boxes. Amazingly, none of the vintage stuff, which I'll get to in a minute, was damaged.
Oh, good.
But the box for the Target 4-pack was damaged. It was soaked. So the toys are fine, but I haven't taken them off of the backing card yet. But I've got them, and I'll open them pretty soon because they look spiffy. Even like I remember I was complaining about the before I got it in hand, that little mini Optimus Prime, the deluxe Toy Universe Optimus Prime, but I love it. And so Ultra Magnus, I'm certain I'll like just as much. So I'm excited about getting that. Let's see here. What else did I get? I got these got delivered today. Again, I haven't opened them. I got the Masters of the Universe Bumblebee Man-at-Arms and Megatron Armor Skeletor.
My Megatron is on back order from Target, so
these came from Mattel Creations.
Oh, okay.
I have a member of Club Grayskull or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I did that when I pre-ordered the Scare Glow. I figured I'd do it now. I don't have to do it for a year, and if something pops up, at least I can get it.
I buy all that crap, so I'm happy to do it. It's $10, and it makes sure that I can get stuff that I want. So it's a stupid tax, but I do it. So I got Skydive finally. So I have all of the aerial bots. Now that I have my office space, I'll get a chance to open them up and assemble him. And I think that I'm going to agree with Matt and love it. Less so than John, who doesn't love it. Let's see here. So I've been buying up, I mentioned last week, I've been buying up like boxes to repro or to fix up.
Repair, I think, is the word you were looking for.
Repro. I want to do repro. And I'm doing both. So I'm using repro bubbles and I'm repairing. So I'm calling it reproing. That's copyright, trademark, Brian Kilby.
Falsifying.
But I'm not saying, I'm admitting that the bubbles are reproduction. And if I ever sell them, I will disclose that, and I'll disclose the fact that I fixed the packaging up. But
and whoever buys that will not read the description and complain. Well,
that'll be their problem. But I mentioned that I have a thing now for like unused sticker sheets. I've been buying up unused sticker sheets. So I got, what did I get? I got a swoop. There's a bunch of stuff in here, like stacked up. I got a snarl. I got an Astro Train. I got some other stuff too. It's hard to tell by the stickers sometimes, but I got quite a few. I got like 6 sets of stickers. I just did that and whatever. So oh yeah, silly thing I got. We talked about it recently on the show. I'd got one of the Kim found it for me. One of the Dollar General Transformers bags of cereal. I have yet to try it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You may not, or you may remember, you may not. Like one of the things I really wanted was the Transformers Optimus Prime Soaky bottle. And I got one that was really, really rough. And I paid too much for it. One popped up recently online that was actually in much better shape, and I paid like less than half for it than I did the original one. So I got that. So this one's actually really nice. It'll look good on my shelf.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And like a week later, one of the other specimens, the smaller bottle, that's actually the robot version of Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Showed up as well. So I got that. So
those both look like they're in really good shape.
They're in really good shape. I mean, considering this was like floating in some kid's bathtub, you know, 40 years ago.
Be sure to give that a good solid lick, Brian.
No. Let's see here. So some of the actually, let's see here. Which one? One of these is not reproduction. So I had mentioned last week that I got in a reproduction bubble for Shrapnel, as well as the box. I have a toy somewhere in a bin, but like the Insecticons don't go for much. So I picked up a really nice, beautiful minty Shrapnel with paperwork and everything. So now I have a boxed specimen of Shrapnel. Shrapnel. Same thing for Kickback. Repro Bubble, Kickback, but he's in the box. So the seller that I bought that from did not have Bombshell. So later on, I found an actual Bombshell with a vintage bubble. And so I have mitten-box Insecticons now. This is one of the next things I got. The next thing I got was, I mentioned boxes. I don't think I mentioned this one last week. This is one that I was shocked wasn't damaged, and I would have been so pissed off. We've talked before about how I love Mirage. And I bought a couple years ago a really nice mitten-box Mirage with one problem. There was a hole punched into the flap so that it could hang on a hook at a retailer. So I bought a really nice vintage Mirage box that I can swap that one out for, and that one will just go up on eBay. So this is next toy is one I've had for a couple weeks. A couple months, I've been waiting for my dealer friend to get it out of storage so she could sell it to me. And in the time that she had that I was waiting, I ordered a repro bubble. I'm going to need to do some work to the box. But it is now, I have a mitten-box US version of Cyclonus. Oh crap, I forgot about this one. Mentioned I got the Astro Train box last week. I found online where somebody had a really, really nice, complete stickers unapplied Astro Train. So with the sticker sheet. So now I have a nice Astro Train in the box.
Did your Cyclonus have the blue ears or the silver ears?
Blue.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
I just assumed it. I'll be honest. No, he's got the silver ears. Okay. Last thing that I got on topic. So I picked this up on Mandarake when I said I wasn't going to buy anything else. I'm happy to say that I was not charged any import duties on this. It's in the box. It's beautiful. It's minty, but it's missing all of the paperwork. But the toy is complete otherwise. It is a mitten-box Roadfire. So now I have 2/3 of Big Powered.
Ooh.
Yeah. So he's gorgeous.
Now you just need Sonic Bomber.
I just need Sonic Bomber. I just found one that I'm like, I spent too much money on Big Powered, so I'll have to hold off. But
then you have to buy the box set.
Damn you. I really want the box set. But yeah. So close. So funny enough, I have, talking about like stuff that I need to complete. I have, as far as Road Caesar goes, I have a complete Road Caesar, but Blacker is a mitten sealed box. So I need to buy another Blacker that I can put together with, the other two. But the thing is, they're mitten box too. So I'm thinking maybe I should just buy 3 loose, Road Caesar, but loose. So I can just have that. It's because I've got 2 big motivators, one boxed and one loose. It's a weird journey I've taken in the last 10, 15 years of my collecting, where I just get a wild hair to buy something stupid. And I end up doing it.
Speaking of which, didn't you say recently you were supposed to be buying less stuff now?
Yes.
How's that going for you?
But I have more.
Yeah, when can we expect that to start?
I have more space now to put stuff in.
That's
ergo he must fill it.
Nature abhors a vacuum, after all.
Yeah.
Brian, Blader wants to know what shipping method you used on Mandarake.
DHL. It was DHL, and they didn't charge me a dime for duties. So I'm shocked. Yeah. So that's what I got this week. Let's move to the off-topic portion of what we got this week. I'm going to not go first because I need to move stuff out of my way to get to the stuff that I got. So let's go to Diecast. Diecast, what off-topic stuff did you get this week?
You're muted, Diecast.
I got a snake, but it doesn't look like a snake. It actually looks like a Robotech vehicle, I guess you could
You
say.
got the
It's
snake armor.
the snake armor, yes, for the G.I. Joe Classified. And I didn't realize it didn't come with a figure. So Don actually sent a link on our a link to me for a cheap Cobra Trooper that I'm gonna put in the snake. Because he was like, what, Don, like $19 or something?
Yeah.
So I think that's the right figure to go in this thing. I don't know.
Oh, it is now.
Yeah. It is a pretty nice mech suit. So I quite like it.
I mean, I'll admit when they were doing the pre-sales for that, like I was looking at those promo pictures and just like thinking really hard because it does look like it's a cool looking robot and it looks like a really nice like updated rendition of the snake armor. Like I would totally be into that except for what it cost and having to also buy a pilot to go in it for also too much money.
I'm really glad I never got into G.I. Joe Classified.
Same.
I'm starting to get finished with G.I. Joe Classified because there isn't much more that like I character wise that I know off the top of my head that I definitely need.
The only thing they would be able to tempt me with would be a HasLab Trademark vehicle. I can't remember what it's called. What is it called, Brian? The Thunder Machine?
Thunder Machine.
Dreadnought. Yeah, HasLab Thunder Machine. That would probably get me.
Yeah, there's a couple things. I mean, I'm not totally done with G.I. Joe, but I think I'm done buying everything like I used to do with Classified.
Yeah. It's
I bought. Oh, sorry, Don.
No, go ahead, Chris.
I was just gonna say quickly, I bought Prophet Director Destro, and that's pretty much all the G.I. Joe Classified that I need.
He's
Yes.
great.
Yeah,
He's-
I canceled my Slice and Dice because it's like they're in the G2 comic, but I really don't know if I think I'm gonna try to wait and grab them on sale.
Are they in the G2 comic or they're in the G.I. Joe crossover?
Then they're in the G.I. Joe 4-pot crossover.
Yes.
They introduced Dr. Biggles Jones and entered G2 back into it. Yeah.
But they're not in the G2 comic.
No, not in the Transformer side, no.
Yeah.
But they're in the intro, yeah. So I kind of want them, but it's like I'm gonna try to catch them on sale.
And you'll have no problem doing that. Budo, all of these that are coming out now, you're going to have no problem getting
Budo
them.
looks really good, though.
Yeah. Budo shipping soon, according to Hasbro Plus, along with the Steel Brigade.
And everything else.
Yeah, true.
Everything is shipping all at once. It's really frustrating.
It's hard to tell with Hasbro Pulse because on this Target 4-pack, I got a shipping soon thing, and it still took them a month to ship it.
Yeah, so it's like, it's shipping soon.
So my Sea Spray is air quotes shipping soon too from Hasbro Pulse. So we'll see how long that takes.
You should have ordered one from Walmart.
Wow.
Well, it just would have got canceled.
Yeah, well, now that's weird. I ordered in both places just to make sure I got the Sea Spray, and the Walmart it said it was shipping yesterday morning, and then it got here today.
Yeah, so I had to go through the same journey with Sea Spray that I did with Sideways. Well, similar. Because my Sideways pre-order did get not just canceled, but like disappeared off my account altogether. Like I never did it. Sea Spray was a much simpler thing where I had one on pre-order. The pre-order was still there. Then it came in stock on the website, and the pre-order was not getting fulfilled. So I placed an order for one on the website, and it was like it was next day delivery of that Sea Spray that I ordered, and it actually did come the next day. It's very silly how
crazy.
Walmart does pre-orders.
Well, the Walmart right over here over the hill has like 9 crystal balls and like 3 of the reissue Bumblebee, but none of the Runamucks.
So anyway, back to Diecast off-topic stuff.
That's all I got. I think that's
Okay.
everything.
John.
Let's see what I got. I did get the snake armor. The snake armor is great. I will also say that slice and dice are amazing. If you get them at any price, I would recommend them. They are, from what I can tell, mostly new molds, but the accessories are great. The alternate heads are great. They're just awesome. I really like them. And not not as fancy, but also like greatly appreciated. I got the 2-pack with Sergeant Slaughter and Mercer, and Mercer's really nice. So I haven't bothered taking out that alternate Slaughter, but he's cool. He comes with like a red beret and kind of sort of evocative of that WWF heel turn he had, and he's in his desert camo, so he's neat. Definitely, if you like don't have a Slaughter, this one's cool. But Mercer is the reason why like everybody's buying that 2-pack, and he's nice. And that's all I got.
Cool. Okay. Matt.
Nothing off topic.
Don.
Yeah, most of my stuff was off topic. Was able to get from Amazon X-Men 97 Jubilee. So now we got a party going on. Everybody's favorite mall rat. So got her. No, Matt, I haven't watched it yet. It's still on the list of things to do.
I know, Don.
I need to watch it too.
Yeah.
I'm about to talk to Christy about that.
Yeah. I had a coupon from that store, Brian, that we had the issue with Steeljaw on card.
Geek Destroyers.
Huh?
Nothing.
Yeah. I had a credit that I have no idea where it came from in my account. So I was looking for something, and because my love for that place has gone somewhat downhill since then. And I found something from Boss Fight Studios as part of their Saurozoic Warriors. It's basically a green Tyrannosaurus man with a bunch of guns.
That's a Triceratops, Don.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Triceratops. I'm sorry. I'm very tired. So yeah, so it's like
it looks like a green Triceraton.
Yeah. So
yeah, I was going to say it looks like a Ninja Turtle. It looks like
Triceradon.
Triceradon. So it's like I don't know anything about this line. It's a cool looking figure. I have $10 that I did not know I had, and so I figured, why the hell not? So it's a pretty neat looking figure, and I've heard Boss Fight does pretty good stuff. And it was like, okay, fine, that's that.
Also, Brian, I just remembered Beast Machine's Dinobots. The Triceratops was called Triceradon in that.
That's right.
That's right. When I ordered that Scareglow Starscream, shipping was going to be like $8 by itself. And there was something else on the Mattel Creations webpage that I was half thinking about. And when I added it to the cart, it was still $8 shipping. So since I couldn't afford the Masterverse version of She-Ra and Swiftwind because it would have been almost $1,000 with shipping and tariffs, I got the Origins Anniversary She-Ra and Swiftwind.
Well, that was the big thing I was going to show off. So go ahead and tell us what you think. What do you think, Don?
I think it's gorgeous. I kind of wish I got a second one just to open up, but considering I'm still trying to get downstairs done, this probably won't get open for a while. I think it looks great. And for Origins, it really doesn't have those wonky donkey proportions that usually throw me off of an Origins line. It's just really great. It's just a really great looking, some great artwork. So I'm glad I went ahead and picked it up because once these are gone, they'll probably start going north of what the other She-Ra did when she sold out the first time. Because again, it's another cool looking figure that I have no idea what to do with. I got Magic the Gathering Wolfman or Man Wolf.
Why'd you buy that?
Because it's a really cool looking figure, and I can probably sell the Magic card and make a little bit of it back. So there's that. But it's just an awesome looking figure, and I don't know. It's just rule of cool is basically why. So, and I also was able to get it before the prices started jumping up because I got it for 34. I think it was 34, and then a lot of places wanted to 39, and then the aftermarket was going up. So I got that. On to the other stuff I got. we stopped at Target right before we left Norfolk, and I got version 4 of Snake Eyes because it was the only thing on the shelf,
And he's
I
awesome.
Yeah, and it didn't really wow me in pictures, but now that I saw it in person, I see the detailing, the weapon loadout, and all that. So I went ahead and got that because I figured it's the only one on the shelf and the only one I don't have. So there's that. I got the Slaughter Mercer 2-pack. Again, mostly for the Mercer. I may sell the Slaughter. I may not. I don't know. But I got that.
Hey, Don, didn't you have a friend that wanted Slaughter? That could be your...
He wants the... Plasticon wants the original Slaughter.
Beggars can't be choosers.
I know. But that's the version he wants, not the other versions. I got... General Hulk came in from Amazon with the missile system. Looks really, really good. Cannot wait to get him open. And it'll probably look really great behind the All Striker because I got a shipping notice on that from Hasbro. Again, plus or minus the.
This is so damn expensive right now with all this G.I. Joe crap.
Yeah, the thing is though, it's either going to be dry up and you can't find it, or it's going to be on sale in 2 months on Pulse. Or
there is a magic third option, Don, which is to just not buy G.I. Joe classified.
Right, that's very
That's
true.
the option I chose.
Yeah,
it's just everything is showing up at once.
It's like pre-orders. What's that? And the last thing I got is my 3 snake armors. Now, in my defense,
I'm sorry, did you say 3?
Yes, in my defense, I ordered these before I got the truck. And I kind of forgot I had 3 until I got the shipping notices because I thought I got 2.
You're not saying 3 because there's 3 on the box and you think there's 3 in it.
No. See, in my head, 3 is...
Who's going to flip 2 to pay for 1?
No, I'm thinking about selling one at the toy show to help pay for the other 2. But
close enough.
Yeah, but in my head, 3 seems like it's the right number for a troop builder.
That's usually how I do it too. Yeah.
Like if you've got 3 stormtroopers, or 3 of the upcoming G.I. Joe grunts, or 3 Cobra officers, things like that. That gives you the implication of a troop building without having.
You need 5, Don. That way you have an entire fire team and a leader.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I got lucky and found those Crimson Vipers at Ollie's. I got like 10 of those for like $50. So
that's a really good find.
Yes. I mean, I might get some of those and put them in here because you'll never see them anyway instead of getting the officers. But like I said, I might sell one at the toy show to recoup on the other 2. I haven't decided yet. Now
that you mentioned it, the snake armor, the pre-sale for that was like a really long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's back up now, I think, for pre-order. It's taken longer to get that than a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, this was like pre-truck, and I thought I got 2, and then I got, there's 2 in that order and 1. Okay, so that's my bad. That's my bad for not. I think I'm going to blame the Pulse website though, because it was so slow to respond. When I hit add 1 to cart, it took 2 or something. I don't know. It's not my fault.
I also take to blaming Pulse's website because it's terrible.
Yeah, the upgrade was a downgrade. Yeah. So that is everything that I have from the last 2+ weeks.
Chris?
Brian?
Yes. Okay. Diecast, did I mention?
Yeah, you did Diecast first.
Okay, so me. I got the same stuff for the most part. The snake battle armor. That beautiful Swiftwind and She-Ra slice and dice that Don skipped.
So far.
Yeah. Something I got that I honestly thought this already came out. I guess it didn't. This is Cartoon Collection. That's probably why. It's Bo from Origins.
Oh.
So obviously this is the original version of Bo, but in my mind he's been superseded by the Netflix Bo. I really wish they would do the Netflix characters in the Origins style. I would buy that.
I wish they would do them at all, because they did Catra and She-Ra before the show even really found its footing, and then never anything else again.
Yeah. The last thing I got And it's tangentially related to Transformers, I would say, because Pat Brousseau, who was a letterer on like three Transformers comics, I think, did this. I don't collect original comic art. It's just not something I do. It's an expensive hobby. But I like weird things and like one-off things that are conversation pieces. And Ant from TFU Info knows this, and he had messaged this to me and told me that I should get it. And I hate him for it because I love Ant. I don't hate him. But I got it because he had suggested it. It is the logo, like the logo used on all or most, if not all, issues of the Alf comic. So it is like what was hand drawn, put on the layout for what like a Marvel comic would look like. This was what was used for the series. It's a weird thing that I didn't even really think about existing. But one, I love Alf. Two, I love weird things. And it's not just a piece of comic art. It is, in a way, it's a piece of history. So that's what I got.
Brian, would you like to know a slight piece of trivia that relates to that?
Please.
Okay. In the last Pixar movie, Elio.
Yeah.
One of the scientists' name is Professor Melmac.
Okay. Well, Melmac was a type of plastic used in the 50s. So
I thought that was also, or I thought that was Alf's home planet.
It is Alf's home planet,
okay.
But it's named after the.
Well, it was Alf's home planet.
Yeah. So, but it's probably most likely. I would say it's probably related to that, but it could be related to. It could be related to like.
Yeah, because it deals with space and aliens and stuff. So that's what I was thinking.
It's possible. It's possible. Yeah.
I mean, it seems more likely to me that somebody working on a Pixar movie on one side of the line or the other would probably be more having Alf in their consciousness than specific types of early plastics from the 1950s.
Well, if they're a scientist, is my thought. Like I've never watched Elio, so I just assumed that it would have like a retro 50s vibe to it. I guess
no, it's current. It's
okay.
Current.
Okay, well maybe it is. Okay, cool. Okay. Well, I want to thank our patrons at patreon.com/tfradio. Patrons of Radio Free Cybertron get an ad-free version of the show. They get it a day early at a higher bit rate. They get to complete what we got this week segment, including Alf content this week and He-Man content and lots of crazy stuff. You get the weekly. God, I'm so sleepy. So I want to say this. I woke up in the middle of the night when a cat ran across my face. And I didn't go back to sleep, so I am so tired. You get the weekly. So I need to end this soon because I am dragging. You get the weekly Patreon exclusive pre-show podcast, unedited episodes of RFC. I don't know if that Don joke from the beginning of the show is going to make that or not. It might. I don't know. We'll see. So if I make a major edit, that'll be in the Patreon feed. If like ums and ahs and stuff like that, that doesn't usually qualify. You get a fancy color on Discord, red for touched, purple for all other patrons. There Goes My Money. You get that a week early. Patrons at the touch tier get to be on There Goes My Money. And touch patrons are mentioned on the show each week and listed at tfradio.net/credits. And I will try to make it through this list. Kevin Dorsey, Sent the Proto, Mollis Koenig, Daniel Scott, Nathan's Fast Talk Food Reviews, Trickster, Here's Why It's Cool, Ryan Bona, Emmett Stresovich, Rabbits, Hector Bones, Joey Russell, Sean Williamson, Spider Bob, Sean Hamilton, Sean Bratton. We have a lot of Seans and a lot of Erics. Crazy Word, Eric EPY, Eric Crownover, Eric Warren, and Matt Peterson. Thank you all so very much. If you want to be one of these fine folks, go to patreon.com/tfradio to sign up. at the touched tier. So like Chris mentioned early on in the show, we are approaching our 26th anniversary. That's not like a nice round number or anything, so we're not going to make a big deal of it.
But it is divisible by 2.
It is divisible by 2 and 13. So that will be in a couple of weeks. So every single episode of Radio Free Cybertron going back 26 years, except for one that I lost from like 2000. But like, who cares? Those episodes aren't worth listening to. Like, they're interesting as a time capsule, but like only as a time capsule. Actually, no, there's some good stuff. There's legitimately some good stuff. But like, you got to sort of dig through it to find it. But that's all available at tfradio.net. We are also on Instagram at TF Podcast, and we stream live on YouTube and on twitch.tv each week on Wednesdays right around 8 p.m. Eastern. You can also find us on our Discord at tfradio.net/Discord. You can find me at Brian Kilby on Instagram and kilby.bsky.social on Blue Sky. John DeLuna had to drop. He is at that John D everywhere, except on eBay, where he's Cloudburst. Hopefully he's posted some more stuff I need to check. Rob Springer, also not here. He is at Robo Springer on Twitter, and at zonebase.bsky.social and at zonebase.org. Chris, can you want to do Rob's?
Oh, we'll give it a damn good try, won't we?
Yes.
So if Rob's not here,
Rob Clay.
Rob Clay is not here. You can theoretically find him on Blue Sky at Rob Flails, which is theoretically tangentially related to his YouTube channel at youtube.com/@flailsthroughs, wherein he generally plays Gundam games, most often and consistently being Gundam Battle Operation 2, which he has posted videos for every damn day for the last like 8 or 10 years or something. Like, it's insane what he's accomplished. So every Thursday he has update videos for the game's latest updates. I have no idea what's being added to the game this week because I'm not Rob Clay and I don't play that game. But if you want to check that out and see what's going on, you can head over to his YouTube channel. If you want to support the things he's doing, he has a Patreon of his own at patreon.com/flailthroughs. And his Amazon wish list is at tfradio.net/claylist.
Why don't you yourself while we're at it?
Okay, you can find me in our Discord, tfradio.net/Discord. My Amazon wish list is at tfradio.net/chrislist. And my website with my toy photography and whatnot is at playwithphotography.com.
Cool. So Don's wish list is at tfradio.net/cheat sheet, and that's the only wish list that he has. So Don, other than tfradio.net/cheat sheet, how do people get a hold of you?
Well, there's been a recent change in which tfradio.net/Don list is still there. So I'm not sure to what you're referring, Brian. I can also be found on Twitter at HMRC, the number 4 EVR. I can be reached on Blue Sky at HMRC, the number 4 EVR.bluesky.social.
Matt?
Melvar.bsky.social. That's 3 L's and 2 R's. Never use it, but it's there.
Wish you would, but you're better off not.
I'm glad I don't.
Yeah. Diecast?
Yeah, I can be reached on X and Blue Sky at Diecast2. You can like my Facebook page at Reviews by Diecast. You can see all my reviews on tfradio.net/reviews and youtube.com/RFC reviews. I also have an Amazon wish list where I've been adding stuff during the show. tfradio.net/diecast lists. Just go and see what I added. I added some fun stuff. And then I also just made a purchase on Hasbro Pulse, so take a drink. Hopefully it'll be here next week and I can explain why I grabbed it.
Oh, sweet. Cool. Well, I didn't have a reason to take a drink this week, so okay, maybe next week. We'll see you then. Have a good one.
Good night, everybody.
Recording stopped.
I am so tired.
I gotta go ahead and drop once we kill the stream,
so
too.
real quick, there was a off topic that I didn't get into. It didn't qualify for the tax credit, But because the tax credit was ending, we traded in Kim Subaru for a new EV. So we are now a 2 EV family. So
what did you get?
An Ioniq 6.
Hyundai.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I've never paid this much for a car, and I didn't pay this much. The sticker on it was $57,000.
Good grief, man!
I got 16.
I mean, I know you didn't. I know you didn't pay that.
I got
much for it.
$16,000 off.
That's still a lot of money.
Plus trading in her car, plus putting down like $8,000. So, but it was $16,000 off. So not every car is eligible for the tax credit because it has to be made in the final assembly in the U.S. and battery has to be sourced a certain way. But companies were dropping $7,000-8,000 off cars just to justify it.
They're trying to get rid of them too because they know, well, as of today, that tax credit went away.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, they're selling them like crazy right now to through the end of the tax credit. And let me kill the stream. So goodbye, Twitch.
Good night, everybody.
And goodbye, YouTube.
All right. I'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
See ya.